Okay, we're going to turn it over to Janae, who's going to kick us off with our skills training. Because a lot of us will be at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, you're going to be standing at a table saying the same thing over and over again, which means you're doing an elevator pitch. And Renee's going to tell you about that. I mean, Janae.
Got it. All right. Maybe you've heard about the term elevator pitch. All right. See you, Christy. And if you haven't, that's okay. An elevator pitch or an elevator speech is this idea that you're in an elevator with someone, the elevator doors close, you're in this box together for the next like 20 seconds. So maybe you have an opportunity to pitch them on who you are, what you're about, whether it's going to be, this person who might be this great like chairman of the board that you need to impress for your job or student scholarship, or here working with the hubs when we're at the festival in July. So you got to keep it short, keep it concise, and explain whatever concept that you want to relate quickly to spark interest on who you are and what you do. Show like 30 seconds maximum, short enough to get your message across and engage. So a lot of people will ask you like, what do you do? Right. And that's a really good segue into your elevator pitch. At first it might be kind of interesting to think about, but that's why practice makes perfect. And it's going to be like an introduction, your name, who you are in the SDG, because this elevator pitch is going to be all about the Global Collab. What Global Collab, what even is that? Why should we care? These sort of things. And depending on who you're talking to, you might need to adapt it like to your audience, right? So maybe you're talking to a fellow teen, so why they should care would be different. If you're talking to a potential mentor or someone who you're going to do a project with. You can also think like what they want to take away from it, and maybe try to use as much numbers or statistics or like gotcha effects as possible to grab attention. So grab attention, spark curiosity, summarize everything you're doing, and then be just mentally prepared that maybe you'll have an extra time and they're going to ask you follow-up questions. Fast enough? Did everybody understand what an elevator pitch is?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to be put into a breakout room for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And in that breakout room, there's going to be 3 or 4 people and you. And you are going to each take turns saying, "Hi, my name is Linda. I work at the Global Collab Network. I volunteer. I'm a team leader, whatever your role is at the Global Collab Network. We have these virtual rooms that bring young people together to be change makers. And we meet every week, and my hub is the Climate Hub, and I'm working to lobby and develop podcasts and educate people about the challenges of climate. And this is why I love it. It does so many things for me." Okay, so it's going to be much better than what I did. And we're all really just beginners. So this is horrifying for a lot of adults to do this, right? A lot of adults struggle with these things. So as a teen, we don't have, just understand that you're just going to try, and we're all going to not be perfect, and we're just going to keep working on it, right? Okay, so I'm going to put you in a room. You're going to meet, you're going to practice, go around the room and practice. I'm going to pop in, as will Janae and Tracy, around, and we will see you there and practice, and then we'll come back and talk about it very quick. Okay, so here we go. Okay.
I think it was good. It was good to hear how different people approached like saying what they do specifically and how they can like target that to their audience.
Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? Akash?
I think to build on that, it's definitely a lot of like not it's something that I saw for the elevator pitches is that like it I don't know how to put it, but like it has to be you have to get it on the spot. And so I think that just really comes from like being confident while you're talking. That way, like you make sure that while you're talking, people can't notice that you're like innerly like stressing out to death about what people are thinking. And so I think that really came when like people were talking a lot about experience because that's something that gives people confidence, or like talking about like personal journeys. I noticed that like definitely was useful for elevator pitches because like it's something that people like to talk about, and also something that like people want to hear about as well.
Yeah, adding on to Akash, I think for me it was nerve-wracking because I mean like I need to write and rehearse to get an elevator pitch down. So what really helped was I was kind of talking to um Ophi, is that how you say it? Who was in the breakout room with me. I was just telling her about my experience at the collab. And I feel like talking about stories, like telling stories first, kind of builds my, and reflecting on the experiences kind of builds my speaking skills to create that nice, polished elevator pitch later on.
Ife, Pablo, you guys are relatively new to the hubs. Do you have any thoughts on any of this? Because I wouldn't expect you to.
I think we kind of ran out of time towards the end, so I didn't really get a chance to practice it. But yeah, I mean, I think, like was said, I think I also would probably write it down first and practice it because that's what I've always done with elevator pitches in the past. And after a while, it just becomes so natural that you kind of, you can put it out there anywhere and it just becomes second nature. So hopefully that can be the case with this as well at some point.
That's great. Okay, Janae's putting tips in. Tracy, you're brand new. Put you on the spot.
Well, I'm not sure if my group heard me, but I was trying to say that I really think that this was a wonderful exercise. It made me really think about, so what is my role? What do I do here? And how would I explain that to people, and making sure that you have that information down. For example, writing it down and rehearsing before you go and try to pitch these things to people. And I thought that our group did a really excellent job.
So great.
For me,
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know if
Janae.
my group noticed, but I feel like when I got on a roll of what I do and what the Global Collab is, that it touched so much that I just kept on like snowballing. I was like, I do this and this, and they do that and this, and actually it's all of this other stuff. So for me, like some practice into making it more succinct would be nice too.
It's kind of hard to explain to people, I think, sometimes what we do. Do you guys find that? I know Carolina was telling me that the other day. Okay, any last minute comments, and then let's get a group picture. This was an awesome all hands meeting. We sort of pulled it off last minute. So thank you for joining us. Remember, we do want to get all of our hub members here. So this is an opportunity. This is why we record it, so that you can tell all your hub members, please watch the recording. Because if you can't make it, you can always watch it later. I think the skills training that we're trying to, these are like 30-minute skills training once a month, but they're all important. So go, if you haven't been to our skills training, go back and just watch the skills training from each of the all hands. And then you can say that the Global Collab Network just encouraged you to dive in to learn project management, social media, pitch sessions, how to write an agenda, all these things we're trying to impart with you. Okay, let's get a group photo. And just, I always say every time I'm with you guys that you lift my mental health tremendously. Best thing for me on my mental health is meeting with you. Okay, everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do it another time. Just because I did a sort of fake smile there. That was really fake on my part. Okay. Oh, but everybody else did a really nice smile, so maybe we'll go with that. Actually, that was beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna send this to Janae and Tracy and Carolina and ask them to distribute it to all of you. Okay, so this will go out. And I'm going to actually share my screen so you can see this beautiful photo of you. And then I'll say goodbye. Okay. Yep, this is awesome. Okay, so one more thing. I'm going to share my screen. And then can you guys see this? Can you see this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, then at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to email this out to you. Okay, so is there anything in the chat? We've got oh no's. What's the oh no's for?
The picture.
Oh, the oh no on the picture. And Janae, thank you for this. I'm going to share the chat and we will see you guys at the next All Hands. And so proud of you all. I love hearing the updates because you guys are doing amazing work, really. Okay, bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, Aoife.